Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Empress Show. My good name is Julie. Thank you so much for always tuning in back. This is an amazing show. It is here to, share with you some inspirational stories to give you hope if someone is out there and they've lost hope. We're here to tell you, you know what? It is okay. It is okay not to be okay. So thank you so much for always coming back. You really, really motivate me. Asanteni sana. If you haven't subscribed, it is 2023. Spread out your love by just subscribing. Guys, like, share, comments zenyu. They give me some energy. Hey, I can't even explain. They give me energy. And so, guys, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Each and every one of you, you are all amazing. So, guys, today I have an amazing guest with an amazing story. Yani, I just can't wait. I'm just like you guys. I'm going to hear this story for the first time. And therefore, guys, just allow me to welcome my guest. And atatuambia ye ametoka wapi, atatuambia ye ni nani, and we will dive into his story. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed, usisahau, just subscribe. Press that notification bell so that whenever we put up a new video, you will be among our first people to watch our videos. So, without further ado, allow me to welcome my guest. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Julie. My name is Sam Njoroge, and I'm excited to be here just to hang out with you guys. I remember we hung out with you, Julie, in Mombasa last year. That's how we connected, and I'm glad to be on your YouTube channel. And keep those comments coming in. Over to you, Julie.
Thank you so much for, just coming over to our show. We love new people, yeah? We love new souls. And, you just taking your time to come over. We really, really appreciate. So tell us, who is Sammy in depth?
Okay, so Sammy is married for 10 years, has two kids. One is 5 years, turned 5 a few weeks ago. Another one is 1 year. And yeah, one is called Talia, another one is called Asian.
Okay.
So I'm a proud parent.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your background like? Ama unafanyanga nini?
Yes, my background, I am a leadership coach. So my work 8 to 5 is to coach leaders. I do leadership training, leadership consulting, and all that.
Okay. And who are your niche?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
My clients are both executive and mid managers, but I can coach anyone.
You can coach anyone.
Anyone, yeah.
So if there's someone out there who has always wanted to find a coach, a reliable coach who can coach them on leadership,
Yes, on leadership only.
yes, now
Yes.
you have it. Sammy is here for you guys. Obviously, I am going to put down his number with his permission so that you can always reach him out if you want such training. You can always reach out to him. So, Sammy, karibu sana.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate your presence in this show. So, najua some of you might be, very eager to know history ya Sammy ni gani. Sammy, just take us through, where does your journey start from?
Yeah, my journey started actually last year, a time like this. I remember we hosted my daughter's birthday. She was turning 4 years old. Talia, you have met her. And we just had a party. People ended leaving late. The following day was on a Sunday. I went to feed my son milk. He was 4 months old. Came to my room, and just like that, I collapsed on my bed. I could not breathe. My wife had to dash me to the hospital, went to the OC, and I remember I was lying on the bed, and the doctors were coming in and out. Their faces were very concerned. I didn't know what was happening. I could not even talk. Uh, and then they came in, they said, "Lift up your hand." I lifted up my hand. They said, "No, lift up the other hand." And you know what? I could not lift my hand. My hand was so much heavy. They told me to lift up my leg. I could not lift my leg. And that's why they told me, "Son, we are sorry, but you are having a stroke."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And what was going through your mind at this particular time? The doctor is saying that, you're suffering now from stroke.
What came through my mind was, I'm so young. Stroke is for old people who have maybe issues with their health, diabetes, cholesterol, high blood pressure. They are overweight. They drink. They smoke. But I don't do any of that. I don't have high cholesterol, blood pressure. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I exercise, I eat healthy. So in my mind, I was, what is happening to me? I'm not even 40. How can I get a stroke? Yeah.
And how did your wife react at this particular time? Because I can imagine doctors, now telling you, unajua nini, you're now suffering from stroke at a very young age. How did your wife react to it?
Yeah, my wife was very chap when I collapsed on my bed. She took me to the hospital. I think she just ran on adrenaline because she didn't know what was happening. Remember, I lost my speech. I could not speak. I could not even swallow. I could not lift my hand. I could not walk. So she just acted on pure adrenaline, but she really supported me in that time.
Okay.
Mm.
And your children at this time, obviously the small one did not know and still does not know what happened. But I'm imagining your firstborn was in a position to understand that, you know what, daddy is sick, daddy is not okay. Did she get to understand what was happening at that particular time?
Yeah, I think from what I understand, because I was in Hosi for 2 weeks, she had opened school by then. What I was told that she was very down. Yeah, her mood changed because she's wondering where is daddy. My wife is telling her that daddy is in the hospital. When is daddy coming back? We don't know. Because I was taken to HDU, and then after HDU, I was taken to ICU. So I was in HDU, I think, for 6 weeks, 6 days, and then HDU, and then ward. I was there for around 10 days.
Oh my.
Mm.
And then now you came back home?
Yes, then I came back home to start therapy, and that was the hardest part.
Okay. And before we get to the therapy, what did the doctors say that caused this particular condition?
Oh yeah, the doctors did a CT scan, they did an MRI. So what they found out is I had a clot at the back of my brain, right here, and that clot had caused a blockage in my brain. So there was no oxygen.
Okay.
So the cells started to die, but what they don't know is what caused the clot.
Okay.
Yes.
And until now,
Until
never
today,
understood.
they said I'm a special case. In fact, that's why I'm in medicines.
Okay.
And I was told I take medicines for a lifetime.
Oh my God.
Yeah, for high cholesterol and one for blood thinners.
Okay.
Mm.
Wow. Okay. I understand for blood thinners is to maybe prevent you from getting
Yes.
pressure.
Yes.
Okay.
No, prevent from getting a blood clot.
Oh yeah, blood
Yes.
clot, blood
Yes.
clot. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
And at this time, now you are about to come for therapy. Tell us about the therapies that you used to, go through.
Okay. So I had like 5 doctors. I had a GP, I had a neurologist, I had a speech therapist, 2 of them.
Okay.
I had another doctor. Yeah, one for the throat and one psychiatrist. So I had 5. So when I came home, I was told to do speech therapist and then swallowing therapist because I could not swallow. So they dug a hole in my stomach. So I used to be fed with a pipe.
Oh my.
So I had to do that therapy for swallowing. So you can imagine learning how to swallow again. Like swallowing this water the way I'm doing,
Yeah.
I could not do that. Apparently, there are muscles on this side that you need to swallow. Because I was paralyzed on the left side. So I did swallowing therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy was for the hand. I did a physiotherapy was for the leg. Yeah.
And how long did it take for you to, regain your speech back? And among other things, but your speech especially, because I'm imagining your baby's here trying to talk to daddy, daddy can't speak. It's obviously demoralizing. And I don't even want to imagine how she felt, seeing daddy can't talk and daddy was talking just the other day. How was it? And how long did it take for you to regain your speech?
Yeah, my first priority was getting the speech back and swallowing fast. But the first one was swallowing because I was being fed with a syringe like a baby food. So I needed a lot of energy. So the first thing is swallowing. That took 3 weeks
Okay.
to learn how to swallow by myself. Then the next thing was speech. I did a lot of speech therapist, but my speech didn't come back maybe until after, not very well, maybe until after six months. Yeah.
Okay. And now the motions and all that. How long did it take?
The leg took around 9 months.
Oh my God.
In fact, I have a photo to show you for the leg. But I'll show you one photo. This is my son. You can see on the left side, I am well.
Yes.
On the
yes.
right side, depending on how you are seeing this,
Yeah.
I'm sick.
Yes.
So this is the exact photo of me carrying my baby. I don't have energy, and this
Yeah.
other side, I'm a bit well.
And that photo that you see, you look very, very sick.
I was very sick. In fact, let me show you another one. The day that I was leaving hospital, you can see I'm in a wheelchair. Of course, I could not walk.
Yes.
But this was the happiest day of my life
Okay.
because finally I'm getting home. And of course, the other photo is me and my daughter. Should be her birthday that time. And then there's this other photo. Now also when I was at the ward.
At the ward.
And this other photo is I had an event in September.
Okay.
So I was just sharing my story. My speech had come back.
Okay.
I was working, I was talking. So that's where I was actually. Yeah. You can see I was very sick.
You were very sick.
Yeah.
You looked very weak.
Yeah.
And obviously not okay.
Yes. I was not okay completely. And you can see there at the stomach.
Yeah.
There's a tube. Yeah, there's something there at the stomach. So I used to feed through that tube. And this time, my wife was telling me to smile, but I could not even smile.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I don't know if you can see my left eye, I was blind.
My goodness.
Yeah, I was blind. You can see it looks a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I was blind at this time.
So we are literally talking about a miracle in this case.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was blind on this eye. I could not speak. I could not swallow. I could not lift my hand. I could not walk. I have a hole in my stomach. That's how I used to eat. It's really something. And I was told by the doctors actually that I will take years to recover, if I recover, that is.
And look at you right now. If people ever say that there are no miracles, then what are you? So tell me, how did it affect your marriage? Because I'm imagining you're here. Life has changed. It has definitely changed. There used to be a Sammy that your wife knew, this charming guy, husband who is happy, talking, playing with the kids. But now this is another Sammy. Literally a baby. Let me just call it that way. How did it affect your marriage?
Yeah, in fact, it was very tough. I remember at that time my son was 4 months old.
Yeah.
So he was taking puree food, that's baby food.
Yeah.
And he was feeding every 4 hours. And guess what? Of course, he was wearing a diaper.
Yes.
For me, I was feeding every 3 hours. I'm wearing a diaper. I can't work. I can't talk.
Yeah.
I can't walk.
Yeah.
In fact, we hired a nurse specifically just to take care of me. The same way we hire house helps for our children.
Yeah.
I had a specific nurse. 24 hours. One comes in the morning, another one comes at night.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And your wife, how was it?
my wife surprisingly took it very well. In fact, I think that was the time that I really knew I have a good wife, because she took care of me. She made sure the bills in the hospital were done. She made sure she fundraised. Of course, here in Kenya, I think in the Hosea I spent a few millions within 2 weeks. Uh, at home, I needed a lot of therapy and
Yeah.
care, so that's more money.
Yeah.
So she did fundraising. She made sure she had a nurse. All my diapers were ready. I think our marriage at that point, she gave me a lot of care.
Wow.
A lot. She did not leave like other wives, they leave.
Yes,
No,
yes.
she did not leave.
Oh
She
my God.
she's been there with me from the day it happened up until now.
Oh my God.
And that's where I found the motivation to really work hard to recover. We'll talk about recovery.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
my motivation to recover was from my son, from my daughter, and from my wife, because I knew I need to do something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so your relationship was, I don't want to call it stable, but I want to say that it was tried,
Mm-hmm.
tested,
Mm-hmm.
but it passed the test.
Yeah.
Is that what you can say
Yeah,
about it?
she passed the test.
Passed the
I think
test.
it's all on her, because me, I was the recipient.
Okay.
She did the heavy lifting. I did not feel abandoned, because it's very easy if you can't talk, if you can't walk, if you can't work, then what's your use?
Yeah.
But she was there for me. She was encouraging me, telling me it shall be well, you shall overcome this, just showering me with love and compassion. Yeah. Mm.
And all this time, before the stroke hit you,
Uh-huh.
I don't know, were you working? Were you
Yes.
was it an employment?
Yes, I was employed actually. I'm still employed with the same employer.
Wow.
I was working, I was the breadwinner,
Mhm.
but of course, last year, the whole of last year, she took up that role of being the breadwinner because I was not working.
Yeah.
I started working towards the end of last year, and it was part time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this employer retained you.
Yes. I just found favor because the employer, they supported me, they gave me finances, they also gave me leave, paid leave,
Okay.
and then when I started working, they paid me half because I was working half day.
Okay.
So I think my employer also did not leave me. He was very, very understanding.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You rarely get such people.
Very
you
rare,
know.
very rare.
So it was actually favor upon favor. Yeah?
Yes, it was favor.
And so, how did your relationship affected? How was your relationship affected, rather, with other people? Because I'm imagining there might have been friends who you used to call very close friends. Or did they disappear? Ama all your friends walikaa tu pale pale?
I can surprise you. That day I was being told, of course it was during Corona.
Yeah.
I had a lot of visitors. Last year, I think every single day a visitor coming.
Wow.
And we had to restrict them because of COVID.
Because of COVID.
At that time I didn't have energy, so I could see a visitor and then I get tired.
Yeah.
I can say my friends really stood there for me because I got a lot of support from them.
That's amazing.
They could come see me, take care of my wife, some bills.
Yeah.
They even paid some bills when I was
nice.
not working.
Uh-huh.
I think my friends came through for
They
me.
came through for you. Oh, that's amazing. Now tell us, being a person who has gone through this at a young age, obviously, and in magonjwa tunasikianga, they come with age, but yours did not come with age. It did not come with a particular, cause. Because I'm imagining kama ungekuwa umeanguka mahali, ungesema maybe that is why this came about, yeah. But now yours, let us not call it yours, eh? Hatutaki kuipossess ikue ati hii ni ugonjwa wa Sami. Now this particular condition came to you without any ile kale kakitu ati a known reason. what can you say? What can you tell someone who is out there and go through a certain condition? They do not where to start. They do not know where to start from, and especially those who are married. Those who are married, maybe ni bwana and go through the same thing, or maybe it's their wife. What can you tell that spouse?
Yeah, I yeah, it's tough. I can just tell them it's tough. In fact, I opened a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I was not interested in YouTube, but I said I'll share my experience with others.
Yeah.
And I opened my YouTube channel. It's Sami Njoroge. You can just look at
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I've shared my story there.
Yeah.
Some people have watched it and they have called me. I've found 3 people who are going through stroke. So I went and visited them. One person, it was a grown up, an old man, 75, but the others are young people. And I can just tell the spouses it is hard. It is hard. It is not, these people need a lot of support, a lot of support and love.
Okay.
I think that's what I received that really helped me to recover fast.
Okay.
Because I know the other spouse can get frustrated.
Yeah.
We are helping you, you're not getting better. They may feel maybe they have given up, but I can tell you if they receive support and love, the healing will come much faster.
Okay.
But I can tell you it is not easy. What they are going through is very hard.
Okay.
Psychologically, emotionally, physically, it's hard.
Okay.
Mm.
And what was the hardest part for you as a man?
I think for me, many things, because I went back to zero. Not talking, not walking, not eating, of course, not working,
Yeah.
not providing for my family. That was also key. But not eating was very key for me because I have a mouth. Everyone has a mouth.
Yeah.
But having a hole in my stomach, that was very hard because you can eat.
Yeah.
You can even drink that water you are drinking. I could not do that. And I was just imagining, why can't I do that? So that was hard. Of course, the other things like I don't have a job at that time. I can't provide for my family. I'm the breadwinner. But the key issue for me was I can't lift my hand. I can't talk. I can't walk. I'm wearing a diaper. I have to be washed. I've gone back to be a baby. I think that was very, very hard. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Wow. Yani, that story is just heavy for me. Yeah. I do not know what you're going through out there, and Sami is a real testimony. I do not know where are you right now, Sami, because we might be talking about you as if it was Kitambo. And can you just tell the audience where are you right now as we speak in terms of your journey? Is it better now? Is it worse?
Okay.
Where are you right now?
Okay. The stroke happened last year at a time like this. It's been 1 year now. I can lift my hand, as you can see. I can move my hands.
Amazing.
Yeah, this was the affected side. I can move my fingers. I can walk. I can talk. You can hear me. I can drink this water. And this was very hard for me to do. I can do everything apart from running, because I used to run. But I can swim. I can drive my car. I can walk by myself. I never used to walk by myself. So I had a nurse who used to stand on this side like a bodyguard. So wherever I go, she's with me. Because if she's not there with me, I will fall and I'll get injured and perhaps I'll go back to square one. So I can do everything by now. And it's been 1 year. I was told by the doctors it takes years to recover, and I understand that it takes years, maybe 2 to 3 years, but for me it just took months. But for me it was a long time. Yeah, those months, yeah, from the doctor's perspective, that's a short time, but from my perspective, oh my goodness, I could not wait for the year to end.
I can't imagine.
Mm.
But it's amazing to see where you are right now, to see that you can talk,
Mm.
walk, yeah?
Yeah.
You can eat, drink, you can do every other thing that you used to do. Of course, apart from running, na hiyo ni nini sasa? I mean, all you need is to walk right now. Wacha tuachie wakimbizi. Akina Kipchoge wakimbie.
Yeah.
So you've talked about your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Tell us about your YouTube channel. What do you do there?
Yeah, I started my YouTube channel last year, and how it started was, as I told you, I could not talk. So I was doing daily exercise of talking.
Okay.
Yeah, not just talking, of squeezing the ball like this, walking. There's a time I walked for almost 10 kilometers with a mkwajo.
Okay.
And that's how healing comes, because what I was told by the doctors, the part of the brain that was damaged will not grow, that's dead. Now the parts that are next to that part can take up the function of that part that was dead. But what it needs is a lot of repetition.
Okay.
So squeezing the balls, talking, like now I was talking about how I started my YouTube channel is I was just doing exercise, and the therapist was telling me just talk. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you realize when I'm talking, especially the first videos, because I have many videos every week. I post a video.
Okay.
The first video, you realize my left side is not moving as much.
Okay.
Yeah, but because of talking, that exercise, it came back.
Okay. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, and you've told us the YouTube channel is called?
Samin Joroge, just how my name is, Samin Joroge.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll definitely have to put it down. So, guys, please, can you please do me one favor for the sake of the Empress Show? Go to Samin Joroge. Just check out that YouTube channel. Make sure to support. We are here to spread out love. Make sure you support. Just tell him I am from the Empress Show. I listen to your story and you are inspired. Go and subscribe. Subscribe so that he can be able to reach out to so many people, to give them hope, to inspire them with his story. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I do not know what you're waiting for, guys. Please, please, please subscribe. Spread out your love. So, guys, thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you, Sammy, for sharing your amazing story with us. He is zile story.
And there are many things actually, Julie, that I've not even shared.
Hey, you should share, by the way. We should schedule another video. We should schedule another video because we need to, we need to let go of all these other things to be able to inspire someone out there.
But I'll just give you a small hint.
Yes, please.
Of course, I started my YouTube channel to give people hope.
Yes.
Especially those who have a physical challenge, but also a mental challenge, because there's something that happened to my mind.
Okay.
Which I will pause it for the next video.
Okay.
There's something that happened to my mind that I want to share with you. Mental health is real. And I was not just physically challenged, I was mentally challenged, and I was emotionally challenged.
Oh my.
Yeah. Oh my. So I'll share in the next video about my mental health.
You better stick to this channel so that when we are scheduling for the next video, najua kwanza wanaume, sometimes I do feel like men feel like they've been left out, especially on mental health. And I've realized it's a very crucial topic, and therefore we are going to schedule that with Sammy and get to hear, from the horse's mouth. Because as zingine, when it's a lady talking about mental health on men, it might not really make sense. But when it's coming from the horse's mouth, it is going to make a lot of sense. So guys, may you stick to this channel so that you can get the info, you can get every advice that you may need, every detail that you may need to know about what mental health is all about, and to hear it as raw and candid from someone who has been there, from someone who has experienced in first-hand experience. So make sure that you come back and watch. So guys, thank you so much for staying here, for staying tuned into this video. hii ni video you do not want to miss out. Make sure that you comment, you share out with other people who have not had the opportunity to watch this video, because this is an inspiration. Guys, make sure you tell me, what do you think? What ni nini imekuinspire about this particular story ya Sammy? Because it's amazing, but it's heavy. To me, it's very, very heavy. But what is most enlightening is that this is a miracle, and miracles do happen. And remember, it is okay not to be okay. But now he is very much okay, guys. So we are talking about a miracle, and we thank God for his life. He is where God intended him to be. Thank you so much, and make sure you go to his channel, subscribe, Sammy Njoroge. Obviously, you will see it down there running, and make sure you subscribe and tell him something nice. Tell him something good to motivate him to keep going. Every other week, he keeps putting up a new video. Make sure you motivate him, guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned. I love you guys, and see you on our next videos. Ciao.